Yo, what's up, Ship fam? What is up, YouTube? Super cool daily truck build video today. I've got my hands on a 1974 white Western Star, and what better way to use a Western Star and then some big old logs. We will be traveling in the Pacific Northwest from Newport to Bend, Oregon. I'm super excited. Hopefully, you'll come along for the ride. Yo, we're going to start the video exactly the way I always do. We're going to pretend to build one as if we were going to purchase it so I can show you all the options, all the ins and outs. This thing is super cool. Although I'm going to add the link to the description just like I do all my trucks. This is one of Mason's mod shop. So I've used a few of their trucks before, but this is the first video that I've actually made with it. So let's take a look at the options on this white Western Star. You have two cab options. I use the Mercury, and that is that kind of squarish metal, kind of small sleeper. Or you have the Legacy, which is, oh my god, it's like having a camper on a board in this thing. It is crazy. You actually spin around and look. I mean, it's got bunk beds back there. It's got drawers. It's got a refrigerator. It's like a camper on wheels. I've never seen that on a truck before, but it looks pretty darn cool. So I went with the smaller, just because I'm using it for logging. So I put a winch on it. This kind of reminds me of SnowRunner. All the hours that I logged on SnowRunner. And if you guys remember, there is like a point in it where you have to save or fix a white Western Star. Anyway, you get four different chassis options, 6x4, the 8x6, and they're all 150 gallon. So I went with this guy here. They're all 150 gallon fuel cells. So it does come with a Slave Jerry engine pack, the NTC, the Cummins NTC Big Cam. But I did a little research, and although this engine is cool, I did put the 605 horsepower tuned in it. Sounds really cool. In 1974, White Western Star was putting the Detroit Diesel 15 in it. The closest that I have to a DD 15 is actually Z-Mod's DD60. So that's actually what I put in it. But I the NTC Big Cam, the 605 sounds cool, plenty of power. But I use the 620 horsepower DD60 by Z-Mods. Various options as far as your transmission goes. I use the 16 by 2 all the way at the bottom. Where is it? I use, so you have a whole bunch of transmissions. But I use this guy right here. Actually, whatever gave me the most normal. But as you can see, you have plenty of heavy cargo. You do give up a little maneuverability. But if you're hauling logs like these Western Stars used to do, actually, these Western Stars did everything. If you go just a quick Google of a 1974 Western Star, you can see them hauling tankers, dry vans, logs. I even saw one with a tow truck on the back. I even saw one fitted with a crane on the back. So these things were the workhorse. These were pretty badass vehicles. Pretty simple on the interior. You just get the one option. However, if you go over here, you do have a couple extra options. You go with black trim or the chrome trim, and I believe you can change your wood. Where is it? Change your steering wheel. I went with the black one. Where is it here? There. Forget which note it was. Badge. That's the front. Here. Air filter. One of these. Anyway, you could change your wood. Add a little GPS if you want. I did not. add that just because there's one in the game. I think it's actually that's no, there it is. You have white wood, you have darker wood, and then you have the black metal. I went with that. The other cool thing is the shifter. You can do kind of an old school shifter. I like that thing. I think I went with shifter 2, which kind of looks like a vacuum cleaner. Remember those vacuums from like the 70s, 60s, and 70s? The big stand up with the big bag that would puff up when you turned it on. That's kind of what that looks like. But shifter 3 is kind of cool too. That's your double there. So really, really cool interior. The other thing that, and this is an option, you'll see it from the outside. Actually, I don't know if it's up here. Anyway, I'll show you from the outside. Up in the corner. Oh yeah, CB, old school CB. It's kind of cool. And then you have your AM FM. It's like a cassette right next to it. Actually, there's nothing. Anyway, you'll have your anti-glare up in the corner. If you ever see a tractor trailer, or even on ATS, if you see an old school, got what looks like little spotlights on the interior, those are anti-glare. And this truck actually has that option, but I think the node for it is much more visible from the outside. Check that out. A little speaker, or I think that might be the fan up there. So anyway, interior is really, really cool. Tells really well done, but again, that's Mason's Mod Shop's quality. Everything that I've ever got from them or got from him is just outstanding quality. Really, really, really cool. With the truck, you also get a skin pack. You have this guy here. You'll have that white strip right there, but I'll show you what I like to do with these. I like to go red all the way up on the two end ones, and then the middle one just going black, kind of like that. But yeah, get 6 or 7 of these packs. Mason's Mod Shop. That's kind of cool. Steps. The other thing I found cool is Clearwater Truck. I like that. I like the skin pack. So if you would like some skulls, it's kind of cool. Actually, I think I've seen that on a couple of the other trucks that I have. But you go with the single paint job, you can change the white there, or here. This will be like a tricolor. So again, or metallic, I should say. So, but anyway, very, very cool truck. And then you have all your solids. If you want to make your own solid color or your own metallic color, you can do that as well. So super cool, man. Lots of options on the outside. But again, not overwhelming. It's not like building, the hater bill, or something with a lot of options like Pingus 389. But enough where I was like, all right, this is kind of cool, but not overwhelming where I was going on like 2.5 hours. Like, all right, I gotta get this truck built. Different types of bumpers. Of course, you guys know I always like to go with the big flat bumper. I like it when it does that. All the way to the ground, but various bumpers, put on some lights. It does come with a light pack, so if you want to add some lights to the front of that, you can. Um, Various colors, so that's pretty well. A couple options as far as you can add some chrome plates under the lights. What else can we do here? We can add different grills to the front of this thing and a bug reflector. I think I had the black one up. Kind of cool. Sun visor, you get one option, which is probably typical of that. Hey, cabin lights, you can go with your 5 amper or your 9 amper. So there is no node there. If you have somebody else's, you can't really do that. There is an interior light, but as you can tell, it is a work in progress. Also on their Facebook page, it does say that this truck is in beta, so you're gonna see updates. This truck will continue to gain options to get better and better. Although I think it's darn near perfect as it sits. Add an AC unit, 2 options for horns. Y'all know I like horns. I do like the you can change that. You can either do the chrome or the long painted. You can also change your steps here if I can find the right node for it. You do chrome tank or chrome painted. You can also change your steps if you don't like your fuel tank up there. I think this is what I went with. I went with the large painted step, and I matched the fuel tank, so you can do all that as well. So different changes there. Let's change the color just so you can see see some of this. Grab the tank again. You can see how that tank changes. Very cool. Very well done. Have a couple mud flaps or wheel wells, if you will. You can have the hoop. They're both, one's chrome, one's painted, or I left a quarter fender. I thought that was pretty cool. You do have a couple options here as far as that. And then, let's see here. White Western Star. You can go with white, go with nothing, painted to get kind of fancy with it. But very cool. The favorite part for me was the rear. So the back side. Actually. There we go. If you wanted to put a winch, that's what I did. Doing some logging, added the winch to it. You can use just the regular headache rack, or the iconic headache rack. So that's kind of cool, man. Really cool. The truck is really well done. I also, of course, I'm a big fan of Felipe Conbar, so I have his entire pack, tire and wheel sets 1, 2, and 3. I kind of went with this truck, this particular, if I can find it, this particular rim to me says rough, rugged, logging, kind of thing. So 32. And because my truck is white, I left it white, but I kind of like it. And then I put some off-road. It says off-road. It's not up. That's off-road. I put some off-road tires on it just because we were doing some logging. So super cool truck. Like I said, not a ton of options, but that's good. It's I mean, there's enough to keep you busy, but not too much where you're overwhelmed, where you're going on hour number 2. You also have 4 options of exhaust. So super cool, man. 2 5-inch and 2 8-inch. Really enjoyed building this truck. Oh, I forgot about this. A few options for oil filter or air filters as well. You can go with the dual old school, so they're both on the same side. Old school paint left, and that means you change the other side. So I thought that was pretty darn cool. This is kind of a modern, but I think I went with the dual old. Where are they? Old school dual. That's kind of what I went with. Yeah, there you go. Lots and lots of cool stuff. And you can add some blinkers on square. But lots of options, lots of cool options. Really fun truck. Very high quality. I suggest the link that I leave in the description will be their Facebook page. You'll message them there. That's the best way to get a hold of them. But enough talking about it, enough looking at it. You guys can find your own time to build it and make it look different. And even let me know in the comments how you would do yours differently or how you did do yours differently. But for now, let's get this thing fired up and let's get headed down the road. So let's go ahead and let's jump in this thing and let's fire up this DD60. Again, the engine that comes with it is a Slave Jerry NTC oversized. Is it oversized cam? I went with Z-Mod's DD60, but the engine pack that comes with it sounds brilliant. So there we are. Let's pull up our GPS here. We have a 182-mile trip. We are going from Newport, Oregon to Bend. 182-mile trip. Hopefully we get some straight on, some highway stuff. I can zip my lips and let you guys see the sights and sounds of this beautiful 1974 Western Star, White Western Star by Mason's Mod Shop on Facebook. Again, I'll leave the link in the description along with the link for the trailer. This is Pinka's logging trailer, and even Felipe Conbar's wheel pack. Not to mention, I'm a big fan of JBX graphics and modding. I'll leave that link as well. For those of you that are new to this series, every day I make a short video of the truck that I use for that morning's live stream. I'll leave the link to those platforms as well. Every morning I am streaming American Truck Simulator on Twitch. Every night I do Farming Simulators What to Do on Facebook, so I'll leave those as well. We're at 59,000 pounds. 59,000 pounds of logs. Big old pole length logs. This thing is sweet. Wait till you see this thing going down the road. Oh my god. Reminds me a little bit of SnowRunner, but in an American Truck Simulator quality. That really good quality that we've grown to expect from ATS. Not to mention the mod, Mason's mod shop. Get so many quality mods out of there. But I suggest following him on Facebook, and not just for contact purposes, but to keep up to date on any updates or new projects he might be working on. Alright, we are just east of Eugene, which means we've got about 130 miles to go. I don't think we're going to be getting on any highways, but I'm going to do the best I can to give you guys a good look at some of the sights and sounds of this 1974 White Western Star. Yeah, why don't we do that? This Z-Mods DD60 sounds amazing, but this Western Star, White Western Star by Mason's Mod Shop looks so good. It is so well done, interior, exterior. Again, it brings so many memories back from all the hours that I used to play on SnowRunner during its first couple of seasons. But It is so well done. Klamath Falls, so we're 37 miles away. We're right around Bend. We're about 37 miles away from wherever these logs got to go. These logs are headed to Sierra Pacific, which I believe is a sawmill. I can't remember. And for those of you that don't know, or you're like, wait a second, I don't have those companies on my map. I am running Grimm's real companies, so I'll leave a link to that in the description of the video as well. But again, I'll leave the link to Mason's Mod Shop. It's going to be their Facebook page if you're interested in the White Western Star. Send them a message on Facebook. Don't worry, they always respond immediately. This is the third vehicle I've actually purchased from them, from Mason's Mod Shop. I purchased a Ford pickup truck not too long ago. I can't remember the first one, but this is I might have done an old pickup truck. I can't remember. But anyway, this is the third vehicle. They've always got back to me every time I've the file is sent right away. So don't worry about there not being a website. They will get back to you. They will respond fairly quickly. So we are here. I lied. We didn't have to go far into the woods. Earlier, I think I had to drive like 6 miles in the woods on the live stream. We're almost there. I should have slowed down a little. I always love the animations when you come into these areas, and I'm not sure why we're taking these logs 182 miles away at a sawmill and bringing them back to the woods. Maybe we're bringing them home. I don't know. Maybe we're just bringing them back to be with their family. I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and let dispatch know we're here. Where should I place them? That's another thing. With this trailer, they don't let you, for whatever reason, they don't let you, I think it's because the front has a tag. You'll see when I start backing up here. You'll see that move. See it move. But anyway, I think that's why. I think that's why they won't let you back it in anywhere. Not that I could anyway. I think for those of you that have watched my live streams or watched my videos in this series, even my farm sim videos, I cannot back up. I'm working on it. I'm getting better. But I also couldn't shift when I first got the shifter. I'm doing pretty good these days, so everything takes time, right? Maybe these logs, these perfectly good logs, are going right into that grinder. But I always love the animations of that. I always love watching them. You know, every sawmill or every logging site in the game, SES has them doing some type of different animation, which is always kind of cool to see. So we're going to go ahead and set the parking brake. We are going to get rid of our logs here. They want the truck shut off. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of these logs. We'll get our money. Excellent. 21,000. Not a good payday, but that's okay. That's not why we're doing this thing. We're going to go take one last look at this. 1974 White Western Star by Mason's Mod Shop. Link in the description. Everything will have a link, guys. The trailer, the truck, the tires, JBX Graphics and Weather, and the real companies, guys. Thank you all for joining me on this 180-mile trip from Newport to Bend. Hope you guys enjoyed the truck. I hope you guys go and get it for yourselves and enjoy it firsthand. But appreciate you guys joining me on this trip. Until next time, stay safe, look after one another, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Much love, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.